Today's adventure on Misbehavin' channel is harvesting peanuts. We have two partial beds of peanuts. One is the Tennessee Red Valencia peanuts, and the other is the Carlisle Virginia. So we are going to harvest up a section because I think they are ready to go. You'll want to harvest one plant to check to see if it's ready. When the leaves turn yellow and brown, it's about time to harvest, and you want to make sure you harvest it before your first frost. This is an average amount of peanuts for one plant for this variety. This is one that's been in the ground a little too long because it's already started to re-sprout itself again. Alright, this is what we harvested of the Tennessee Red Valencia peanuts. I'm going to go put those back over at the barn to dry for 2 to 3 weeks. And then we're going to go harvest the Carlisle Virginia next. Here you can see why the peanut plant is so unusual. It actually flowers above ground and creates these stems that turn themselves downward, penetrate through the soil, and that flower turns into what you see is the peanut. Okay, so our peanuts have been drying in the garage for about 3 weeks now. We have the two different varieties, the Tennessee Red and the Carlisle Virginia, that we're going to keep separate because we're going to plant them again next year. So we're going to take these apart and we're going to wash them and we're going to roast some of them, and then the other ones we are going to replant next season. So we're going to start picking these apart and we'll check back in. So this is the one of the plants, how many you get, and I just counted the last one I picked off that was about the same size, and there are 25 peanuts here. So that's about average for this variety of peanut, about 25 or 30 per plant. So the ones we'll save for replanting, or any of them that have split open, like these, as long as they have the skin on them, that is actually what you plant for next season. So we'll save some of the ones that are split open, and we won't roast them because you need them unroasted and with this skin on it. So we'll save some of these for next year. And here is our harvest. 2 different beds. Each bed was about 3/4 of a bed. So now we're going to pick out the ones we want to roast, and we're going to save some of the seeds. And the ones we're going to roast, we're going to wash them. We'll be back in a minute. Alright, so now we're going to fill it up with cold water and let it soak so that they get good and cleaned, because we are going to salt them and roast them in the shell. So we want these pretty well cleaned. So we'll just fill this up with cold water and we will let them soak for about 20 minutes. So they can get good and clean so we can salt them up and roast them. Alright, so these are now washed and ready to bake, and we're going to add a little salt to them so we can have salted roasted peanuts in the shell. We're going to bake these on 350 for about 20 to 25 minutes. You can also shell all of the individual ones and then bake them at 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. They take a little bit less time. So let's get them in the oven. Okay, here they are, out of the oven and cooled off and ready to eat. Let's crack one open and see what we got. Yummy! Look at those peanuts. Fresh roasted goodness. Yummy. See you, y'all.